Hey guys, what's going on? So tomorrow, when this video comes out, will be my 800th day in Marvel Strike Force. I'll just show that off real quick because it should be one of the upcoming achievements. See, I'm at 799 out of 840. Don't know why it's not 800, but it is what it is. So what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to show off my roster first off. I'm going to show my collection and team power. I'll show off my arena team, my raid team. I'll show off... I'm not going to show off my war teams or anything like that, but I'll show off and talk about where I'm at in Blitz and raids and all that stuff. I consider myself free to play. I kind of got in trouble last time. A few people called me out. 2 people called me out that I wasn't free to play because I spent less than $10 on this game. But that is what it is. I still consider myself free to play. I had people being like, dude, he's free to play. Whatever. I'm not really stressing it too much. So I will say I'm 800 days basically free to play. Again, I am going to transition into not being free to play so much. I'm going to not necessarily whale out on new characters and stuff, but I'm going to start saving my power cores up just because I am at a point where I'm finishing top 100 in arena and stuff, and I can save up power cores and I don't really have to worry about farming too many characters and stuff, and gear is kind of just what it is for me. So let's start with my roster first. And there's, of course, trying to sell us stuff. So who I'm harding right now is like who I'm farming and kind of working on. I'm getting gear for Ebony Maw, spending gold on Coal Obsidian, and with Ghost Rider becoming farmable, that's, you know, basically whoever's harded is either being worked on or farmed. So as you can see, I have 3 6 red stars. One of them's Black Bolt. I got him from an orb. Captain Marvel, I used the promotion credits on, and all the way at the bottom, I'll slow down and go through my whole roster, but all the way at the bottom is my Merc Sniper, who has 6 red stars. So I'm probably going to throw him on that Taskmaster team when I eventually get around to it, but I'm not prioritizing getting him up there and stuff. So who I run in Arena for the most part, I'm just going to slowly scroll down through this, is I run Phoenix right now. I run Black Bolt, I run Mr. Sinister, I love Mr. Sinister in there. I run Captain Marvel, and then my 5th is either Loki or Invisible Woman. I use Loki because of his special. He applies defense down to... I normally go for Black Bolt, and if I go for Black Bolt, then I can ultimate with Captain Marvel's ultimate and wipe out Black Bolt before the match even really gets started. So that's who I run, and then I'll run Invisible Woman as well. It just depends on what the lineup is. But that's who I pretty much use. My arena defense is, it's just who Casino said was the best defense in arena. I don't know how well it holds and stuff. Some days, when I come around to being in arena, I'm at 150. Some days I'm at 75. So as you can see, here's my people at the bottom and stuff. I didn't spend on Ironheart. I got lucky with a pull, and I got 40 shards from her with my power cores. I would not recommend doing that if you're new because it's not really that advantageous. Let's see. I'm trying to think of who I want to really talk about and stuff. I'm building up Ebony Maw. Don't know if I'll really use him in Arena. I'm planning on using him in Dark Dimensions 3, and he's on that Black Order team. I did get him, again, like I said, I've spent less than $10 on this game, so I did get him relatively free to play just because I've been playing so long. I will talk about Dark Dimensions 3 and stuff, but my Gear 14 characters are Nick Fury, Black Bolt, Phoenix, Invisible Woman, Mr. Sinister, and then Ultron. And I think that's it. Yeah, that is it. So that's pretty much it. I'll talk about my raid team as well. My raid team is Ultron, Black Bolt, Yo-Yo, Minerva, and Scientist Supreme. I'm going to eventually use Shuri over Minerva just because I think Shuri's probably better long run for it, and she can fit better on teams than Minerva can. She also has a lot less, her cooldowns don't take as much. So that's my Arena and U7 team, and then, you know, based off whatever the Greek raid is, it's not really too complicated to get teams together for that, at least with my roster and such. So what I'm working on right now really is, once I get my Black Order kind of up and running, I normally take new characters to tier 10 level 65. That's just feasible for me as free to play. I've done videos in the past recommending what to spend gold on and stuff. I spend 560,640 gold per day on a character because that is just over what it takes to get a character up to level 75 in 10 days. That doesn't mean I take every new character to level 75. I'm only going to take Cole Obsidian to level 65 unless I see something crazy with him where you do need him on arena offense or arena defense. Then I'll take him up. Pretty much level 75 is reserved for my Dark Dimensions 3 characters, my arena, and my raid characters, just because that's my priority. And then like, I recommend this for everyone. When you're starting this game, you should try to get through campaigns first, then do arena. Then once you have your arena team up and running, then you should start going for the legendary characters that come with having that top arena team. So know who the top arena team is and stuff. Right now it's pretty sporadic, so it's not really too there's not really one good set team, but what I suggested works for me at least. So all right, that's enough looking at my roster. Let's look at my total collection power and stuff. Total collection power is 5,768,000. My strongest team power is 452,000. I don't have any 100,000 characters. I think Black Bolt's gonna be my first one just because he is Gear 14 and has 6 red stars. Total characters collected 135. That's everyone. Characters at max star rank is only 77. I just don't have the goal to bring up some of those characters to level 7. My best all-time arena rank was 6. My latest arena rank was 90. And where I end up in Blitz typically is I get probably about 10 million for new characters, and that gives me 45 characters. Blitz I kind of go hard on, but with the Blitz bots and all that stuff, I don't really stress it as much. So yeah, Blitz bots are what they are, and I can't compete with a robot. I know the community has talked about them and all that stuff. So all right, so I want to go through these challenges real quick. So I have all these challenges at their tier 13. I have all of them completed except for this last Gold Rush one. Okay, tier 12. Sorry, I misspoke. I think there is some tier 13s. And so right now I'm working on building up that symbiote team with Ghost Rider and probably Punisher or someone like that. Basically, that's who I will feel like. Symbiotes I'm going to use in Dark Dimensions 3. Punisher I'm going to use in Dark Dimensions 3. Ghost Rider I'm going to use in Dark Dimensions 3. So hopefully they can help me clear this. I just need to get my other symbiotes up before I really feel like attempting it again. I have Symbiote Spider-Man at 5 stars, and he's at gear 13, so I'm not really too worried about him. Like I said, these other challenges I have done, and yeah, that's it really for that. Like I said, arena, I'll show off my defense team. So this is my defensive team. This is what Casino suggested in he does like those, whenever there's a huge update, he always does those graphics, and I didn't really think too hard about this. I should probably take Ultron out just because the characters that I have struggled with, and when I face them, Ultron is not one of them. So I need to change that a little bit. But here's who I got to level 90 or to rank 90 with today. I actually got a little bit higher, but after it was all said and done, I kind of dropped a little bit. But this is pretty much who I use. It's just a safe team that gets me through. Use Mr. Sinister to clone Phoenix, and you should be well off with that. I have all of the legendary characters except for Black Bolt and Ebony Maw at 7 stars as well. So I played Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And when that came out, when I started playing that, it was like 2 years later in the game, and I was like, well, I'm gonna find a game that I'm gonna play from day one, and see where I go from there. And I can't recommend it enough. If there's a Marvel game coming out, if there's a Star Wars game you're into, if whatever franchise you're into, or look for new games. If you do play mobile games a lot, being there from the start, pretty much you'll be outrun by people who spend, but eventually you'll catch up. Now my roster isn't anything too crazy, and we're about to start war soon, but my roster is what it is, and I'm happy with it. Especially, like, I'm not dropping $50 a month. I'm not dropping even $10 a month. So my roster is what it is. I still need to do the challenges for the PvP matches, just because I don't have anyone to really play against and whatnot. So I just want to show off my orbs and stuff and why I save them. I save my premium orbs for whenever there's a new legendary event that's coming out. So for Ebony Maw, when Ebony Maw was coming out, I made sure Karnak and Crystal were in the premium orb store, and then that's when I opened my premium orbs. I save them for those orb opening events. or when there's a new legendary character. Red stars I just save when there's a new character out. I know I need to get red stars on Ironheart, so I'm gonna do an orb opening with my fiance tomorrow, and I have that uploaded for Friday for you guys. So I want to talk about these new character orbs and stuff whenever this 675 comes around. So what I like to do is I like to try and save up my power cores up to 2350. That allows me to open 2 of the new character orbs with my power cores and stuff, because 675 plus 675 is 1350, so it leaves me an extra 1,000 just for emergency use and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm going to basically start spending if I ever am below that 2,350 just to bump me up to that number. So I'm going to be basically hopefully not, but at the most spending $10 whenever a new character comes out to get 750. So that's basically one of these orbs. I know that's not the most efficient way to do it, and I should blitz and stuff, but until blitz bots are fixed, I don't know what else to do. And it sucks that I have to spend money in this game, like I'm forced to, but all the competitive people do it, all that stuff. And I'm not saying you can't be competitive at free to play, but I want to be more competitive with all that stuff. Basic orbs, the same thing, the same deal. Save them for either an orb opening event or a new legendary. I guess I have a gold orb that I need to open. I pretty much open those whenever I get them, just because I am so low on them. And then these are gonna, I'm not short on these at all, so I save those for the orb opening. And then mega orbs, I just save those for legendary characters, and ultimate save them for legendary characters or orb opening events. Blitz orbs, I save them if I'm low on gold. I have all my blitz characters maxed out and stuff. Yeah, that's nothing much else to add. Save these for whenever I'm in a drought of purple gear. Right now it feels like I'm only farming orange gear, so that's kind of why I have so much of them. Whenever a new character comes out that I try to take up to level 75, this is pretty much when I rely on these. Raid stuff, I keep all my blue gear orbs. I really don't need blue gear at all, so I keep these if there's an orb opening event, or if I actually do run low on blue gear. These raid orbs I'm saving because I don't know, I have all the raid characters maxed out and there's no point to not saving them. I don't save these, I just haven't gotten around to opening them. And then these gamma raid orbs and stuff, let's open 2 for fun. I doubt I'll get anything worthwhile. Yep, have all of them maxed out. Have all them maxed out. So yeah, there's not, I don't really worry about that stuff. I know people save these. I don't. I'll take the character shards, whatever. But yeah, I have all my raid characters maxed out. I do spend the raid currency just because I have so much of it. I need these so badly. So whenever I see gear that I need, I'll come down here and purchase. I don't recommend that, but that's just where I'm at in this game. So this is the only store that I really am not caught up on. I still need to farm crystal. I still need to farm human torch. I still need to farm aim researcher, hydra guard, and hand archer. Not that I will, but I just don't have them. And then most people know that war currency you should spend on Sif or on these pieces down here. I always recommend that if you have less than 15 for bio, tech, or mystic, biotech or yeah, for those 3, then I would say recommend purchasing those just because there are so many good bio characters. There are so many good tech characters, but mystic not so much. There's only a few mutants that you should really probably take up to gear 14, and skill has garbage characters in there. I know Proxima just is a new skill character, but is what it is. Always recommend only going for the orange gear war orb. There's really good stuff in there. So and finally, my elite store and stuff. Again, I have my 100 promotion credits for taking someone to 6 red stars or 7 red stars. It costs 100 promotion credits, but basically I don't know who I'm going to spend that on. I really don't know. Mr. Sinister's not farmable. I would spend it on him, but I'm not going to get him to 6 red stars if I can't use him at 6 red stars. And then this I'm saving for 50. I'll probably use it on a raid character just because most of my arena characters are already, except for Loki, I guess, are already at 4 red stars. And then I have this elite 5. I'm just saving this for tomorrow's orb opening video for red stars. So I believe that's it for this video. I don't think I had any other topics I want to talk about. I showed off my roster. I could go through all my T4s. There's so many of them and stuff, and you get a lot more and more for them. So you know, most people there's resources out there to talk about T4s and stuff. So if you're watching this and you're new to this channel, I do news update videos. I do orb openings with my fiance. She's crazy. I do giveaways. I do guides and stuff. Basically, I try to do stuff and help out the community the best I can with what I know from playing for so long. So let me know if you have any questions or comments about my roster. I would love to share that stuff with you. I do an efficient what I think is efficient is how I level up characters, just because there's so many that I still need to do, is I basically rotate them through all their 5 traits. And those traits, when I say those, I mean tech, mutant, mystic, skill, and bio. So if I level up bio, I make sure to try and level up 4 more, unless there's a new character out. But I basically try to rotate. That way I can save up gear and stuff for them, purple gear. That's why I'm not in a purple gear drought that way. I will eventually be, once I get to like only tech characters or only bio characters. But for right now, I'm alright. But like I said, that's it for this video. Yeah, there's nothing much else I have to add. Make sure you guys are subscribed, hit the like button, all that stuff. It helps out this channel a lot. I've been growing a lot. I'm gonna start doing more giveaways because I've been growing a lot. 1,000 subscribers is when you can be monetized on YouTube, and if I do get to that point, I will definitely turn that money around for you guys and invest it so you guys can buy power cores and whatnot. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. Bye.